What I wanted was I wanted one app to manage my expenses, to track my expenses. And what I did was like usual person, I went to Play Store and App Store and searched for the app, like existing app. And I couldn't find any good app. Like I went and searched a lot of app, but all the apps has majorly two problem. If I want, what I wanted was just an expense manager, but the app has multiple functionalities. Like for example, some has expense manager, budget, split. Like we can split it in the same app, and the UI is not nice. Like for example, let's say this the UI is very cluttered. I don't like. I like good designs, like something simple. So I checked a lot of apps, but I didn't like see this UI. This how bad how it looks. In this era, like in 2026, UI like this, I don't like it. So I tried a lot of app. I liked few component. I didn't like some other component, some other feature. And the second problem was like the expense. Like let's say I paid 500 to a grocery shop, and then I paid there, and then I'll forget. And the problem is like even let's say if we come and enter the our expense, the moment we click plus and then we have to enter the price, then select category, select notes or something. So I didn't like that. So what I am used to is to to manage my notes or like anything important if I want to write somewhere. What I do is I open my WhatsApp quickly and I just send myself a message. So I wanted something similar, like just open the app, enter like let's say grocery 500 cent, and then it will auto categorize it. So I wanted this, and none of the app has this functionality. I don't know why. Like something very simple. None of the app has this functionality. So I decided to create it. I'm an app developer. What's the what's the advantage of being app developer? We can create any app that we like. And I wanted to show how easy it is to create apps nowadays with the help of AI, Flutter, and uh, the ABCD architecture that I had created. Like I use this ABCD architecture for most of my app, and creating app is very easy. Like it will not take even months. It takes days. Like the process that I'll follow is first I'll do design. Like for design, what I'll do is I'll check the existing app, existing UI for reference, for guidance, and then I'll create my own. And this is just one image created using ChatGPT. Like I just entered, okay, I want this app. Can you get me a UI? So it gave me this UI, this app screenshot basically. So I'm gonna keep this as reference, take other app as reference, and we'll design it first. After designing, we'll code it, and after coding, we'll push it to Play Store and App Store. So let's get started. So I already had this screenshot which I got from ChatGPT. I had given one simple prompt that this and this is my app. Give me one like UI. So it had given me this. I had explained my app like the idea that I had, and it given me this statistics page and this chat page that I wanted. I wanted something similar only. Like I could simply enter uh, hashtag food 500 rupees, something something, and it will auto categorize it something like this. So what I did, I give this screenshot. This is Stitch. If you don't know Stitch is a platform they launched it recently by Google, and it's good for making UIs. Like you can simply give prompt and it will generate web UI or mobile UI, and you can even copy the code. Like it's good in giving code as well. So I can even get this code. So it's pretty good. Do try it out. I'm pretty happy with what it gave. What I'll do is I'm not gonna spend much time improving it in Figma or like designing it pixel to pixel. What I'll do is I'll get this reference, like this design I'll have only as reference, and I'll start directly coding it in Flutter. So in Flutter, making UI is pretty easy. So instead of doing it here, like first designing it and then coding it in Flutter. I'll directly code it in Flutter and directly design it. So it will save us a lot of time. After this, what I did was I set up my initial project. So I copied most of the code from this ABCD architecture. If you don't know what ABCD architecture is, so it's a starter code. It's a starter code. It contains a lot of pre-made code for Firebase, uh, add mob analytics, priest, hype. Like basically, it's a starter code. So whenever I create a new project, what I do is I copy this whole folder and remove whatever that I don't need. So I have already set it up. So I copied most of the thing. API. I remove Firebase. I only need Hive. I have block, which block is basically brain, which will control, act as the brain of the app. And then we have command. Commands are basically user actions. So each user action will have their own command. Then we have our data models, normal utility, and this is screens. Screens for now we'll have three screens: home, stats, and chat. Chat is screen for entering expenses. So this is screen. Then I will contain a normal widget here, theme, not normal. So most of the code, what I did, I simply copied it from this starter template. Yeah, it contains a lot of things. So I simply copy pasted and removed whatever thing that I don't need. Thing is, we're gonna add one launcher icon, app icon. So for app icon, and so what I did was, let's remove this we don't need. I simply gave this, so this Stitch has created one nice splash screen. I had asked this to create a splash screen and then it created this. It looked pretty good only. What I did, I gave it to Gemini Nano Banana, help me create a beautiful logo, and it did pretty good. This looks pretty good. And then simple one is square version. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this as a launcher icon, and I've already added it here on logo. And upsec, we're gonna use this Flutter launcher icon. This is so we're gonna use this. Adding launcher icon is pretty easy. We just add it as a dependency and then configure it here. Yep, it's good. It added. And now let's see for iOS. iOS. Hmm, it added. Hmm. Now we have everything in place to get started. So our starting code is done and our logo and all, like all the things that we'll need later is kind of being taken care of. Now we can start writing code, and the plan is to start with UI, and then after completing the UI we'll move into integrating the data and making it functional. And I'll be using anti-gravity. Anti-gravity is pretty good, so we'll try to use AI as much as possible. So anti-gravity is done whatever it did. So now let's see what it did. So it's kind of complete. And experience. So what it did was it created something like this. So that this bottom set it created. You can type anything like something like this. I don't know how does this thing. How can it add investment and how can it investment and income? Anyway, this is good, pretty standard. I didn't expect it much because my prompt was very vague and random. So I after giving some more prompt and enhancing the UI, Antigravity did some pretty good job. And this is the UI that it created. It is pretty good. And till now, I have not written a single line of code. This whole thing is generated by AI itself. We have this chat string as well. So something like this, like as soon as we Windows, I think it is not. So something like this, you can directly type, let's say, I'll improve the design. This is created by anti-gravity and this is the initial design. So I'll be improving it. And then we have this stats page. This is pretty good. I'll improve the UI and we'll make it functional. So we'll start with this expense model first. Uh, we'll first make it a freezed class because I'm planning to later integrate it to backend, so it will be good. And then we'll write some service extension related to this expense model. So I will try to not write code myself. We'll ask anti-gravity if it can do it. We converted our expense data to freeze data classes. And now what we'll do is we'll start writing this methods to save, read, and update the expenses uh, in the Hive. So we already have this Hive thing. So we'll be writing it here. Our extension methods for expense class is done. We can simply write and read the expense class from Hive and to Hive. Now what we'll do is we'll create the block, basically expense block, which will store the expenses, which will handle the logic and communicate from user command to the app state. So our expense block is now done. We have all the necessary methods and getters. Now what we need is we need commands. Commands are basically user action, like what user can do. So for each action, we'll have some UI state or UI update. So based on command, we'll update our expense block, and then expense block will update our UI. So we first need one refresh expense command. What it will do is it will fetch the expenses from Hive and it will fetch expenses from our server and it will sync it both. For now, we don't have server, we only have local, so we'll only fetch the local one first. This is a refresh command. Now what we'll need is we'll need one add expense command, and then delete expense command, and one will have update expense command. So we are done with our command as well. We have created all the command that is needed. Update command, edit command, refresh command, and our block is also ready. So we are good for integrating the data and making it functional. We'll start by adding some dummy data and calling this function during app startup. We need dummy data because right now we don't have anything to show and the app will look empty. And so for that, we'll create some dummy data. I think that did a good job and created a lot of dummy data. I had given that generate 100 dummy data and it created 100 dummy data. And then after chatting with anti-gravity a little more and giving some more prompt and telling what to do, we now have a fully functional uh, home page. We have a fully functional statistics page, which is pretty good. If you look at it, it is pretty good. And I haven't written a single line of code. And this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is the power of AI. This is pretty. I select. This is pretty. And this is using real data. Like this is fully functional. So our statistics is done. uh, Home page is done. Transaction is done. Most of most of the screen is done. And all is fully functional. We also created this file page. For now, we'll show coming soon for login. And we also support now currency. Like we can change to different currencies if we need. Now our app is mostly done. We have only one thing pending that is our chat screen. And now I can focus fully into it. So what I'll be doing, I'll be designing it first, like improving the design, and then making some minor changes here and there and making it fully functional. So let's start. After chatting back and forth and giving feedback and suggestion, anti-gravity is mostly done and it has done a pretty good job. Until now, I haven't written a single line of code. So I'll show the result. So this was already done. So these are dummy data. This is pretty good. I'll start with we have currencies. We don't support login yet, but we'll be supporting it soon. We have nice stats and all are functional. We have nice stats. We can even change it weekly, monthly, or per day. We have transactions. The most important part, a chat screen. So this is the chat screen. And I was confused what to do, like what color to choose. So what we did was we created theme. User can choose theme based on their preferences. Someone like light theme, someone like dark theme, someone like green. They can choose based on what they want. This is how it will look. It's a forest. So this is how it will look. So how to add expense? Simply just select the type, expense income, let's say freelance. Freelance project. If we not add right any amount, it will ask us to add amount. So let's say and then send. This will get added. As simple as chatting. Expense, cash, petrol, 200. Send. It will get added. As simple as it, like chatting. So simply open the app, click plus, simply type any expense. Let's say invested. I invested 5,000 in SIP. Go, go. Hit send. As simple. I really like this midnight theme. It will be dark, but it looks pretty good. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be going through each file, each line of code, manually reviewing it because till now all the work is done by anti-gravity. I haven't written a single line of code. And after that, I'll polish it a bit. I'll see what I can improve, and then I'll put in Play Store and App Store both. And I'll include the link for the app in the description. And this project will be fully open source. The code will be hosted on GitHub. I'll include that link as well. You can contribute, you can give suggestion, anything. Slowly, what I'm planning is I'll add a real AI agent here, chat-based AI agent. So I could type in multiple entry, like simply, uh, like let's say dinner outside 500, petrol 200. Like I can type like how I chat to a chat GPT or any normal AI. So we can chat using clean expense, and it will auto categorize it. Right now we don't have AI here. What we have is we have this hashtag system. So we need to enter this hashtag for category. But later I'm planning to include a real AI agent here. And slowly we'll improve the app as we use it, we'll find like what to improve. So I'll be improving it. I just wanted to show how easy it is to build an app using, and it's not like it's not, no one will believe that this is done by anti-gravity. Like I haven't written a single line of code. I just only gave the instructions, and the output is based on instructions. If we give clear output, if we write a good prompt, good architect of the app, like how we want it, AI agents will do a pretty good job. And this is one of the example. So hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, we'll meet in some other video. I'll be posting some more videos about coding and all. So till then, bye bye.